So, Donald Trump Jr. has an issue with pronouns. In fact, he thinks that pronouns might actually be preventing the government from being able to function at this point. And he tried to make that case, I guess, in a recent video, but instead he looked more like a tweaked out crackhead and, well, didn't exactly convey his point the way he wanted because his video was far too distracting due to his erratic behavior. So here, take a look at this new video from Donald Trump Jr. He's trying to attack pronouns, but as you'll see, a little distracting. Here it is.
Guys, I am Kamala Harris. My pronouns are she and her. I am a woman sitting at the table in a blue suit. So for the fact checkers, I get it. They're at a conference for disabilities, so they'll somehow say that, that's why, and fine, I'll go with it, okay? But it ain't the only time they're doing this stuff. This pronoun thing is taking up real time, creating a real drain, and that's what happens when your entire focus is like diversity, equity, inclusion, and critical race theory, rather than inflation, rather than jobs, rather than energy crises, rather than maybe doing something for Americans. But no. We can focus on our pronouns and sending like $60 billion to Ukraine. I don't know how it's going to get spent. Some of that obviously going to be a kickback to big war, the military-industrial complex who sat back and watched big pharma get rich in the U.S. and they're like, hey guys, it's our turn again. But that's what's going on in our country.
So you see, folks, the thing is, when you have the pronouns and all of this like craziness happening here, and then, oh my God, just bring it in, bud. Just bring it in, dude. It's a bit much, right? You're at an 11. I'm going to need you to be at like a 3, okay? Let's bring it down a bit. If you want to make your point, I understand some people talk with their hands. I do it all the time too. I'm doing it right now and not even realizing it. But you got to keep your emotions under control, right? You can't just let your arms and flail and go crazy wild, because then, of course, people are going to think that maybe there's something not quite right. Maybe you're on something. Because again, those are the vibes that I get every time I watch one of these Donald Trump Jr. videos. The guy just seems tweaked out of his mind. Like he's had way too many uppers. Of course, I obviously have no idea if he's on something or if that's just who he is as a person. But either way, dude, maybe relax a little bit. Maybe switch to decaf. Maybe, you've had a little too much espresso today and you need to tone it down a bit. But here's the thing. Let's talk about what he was trying to talk about, right? The pronouns. I think the only people in this country actually obsessed with pronouns are Republicans who hate when people have preferred pronouns. Like, why does it matter to you? Why are you letting that upset you so dang much? Like, why does it bother you? What somebody else wants to be called, it doesn't affect you whatsoever. If you call them by the wrong pronoun and they correct you, then say, oh, I'm sorry, and move on with your life. Like, why are you dwelling on it? And again, it's not just Trump Jr. here. This is like the entire Republican Party. Conservatives all over online, from elected officials to tweaked out losers, telling us the pronouns are destroying the country. Nobody cares. The left is so obsessed with pronouns. Y'all are the ones that won't stop talking about it. So who's really obsessed with who here? Look, the government is not so obsessed with pronouns that they cannot function. And contrary to what Donald Trump Jr. there said in that creepy-ass video, the government is actually working on serious issues, which I think, of course, is why Jr. tried to put that video out now. That incident he was talking about at the beginning with Vice President Harris actually happened over a week ago. So why are you even just now bringing this up in a new video, right? Why didn't you tackle it at the time? Well, the reason is because Democrats are making some progress on some big issues. Gas prices are coming down. Republicans are tanking in the polls. So Trump Jr. is doing his best to come out there and try to damage the Democrats, but again, ended up looking like the kind of person that you would cross the street in order to avoid. Hey everyone, this is Aspen. And did you know that for the low cost of $0 per day, you can subscribe to the Fair and Balanced YouTube channel. We also encourage you to like, comment, and share, but again, click that subscribe button. and help Aspen, oh, not be so grumpy.